It all started when I was 4 years old. I remember it distinctly. It was a Tuesday night and I was waiting for my dad to come home from work. But when he came home, he was stumbling like a drunk down the driveway. I ran out calling, "Daddy, Daddy!" But when I got to him, he had a giant cut in his shoulder. Blood was gushing out. Before I knew it, I was standing in a pool of blood. The blood seeped into my sneakers. As my dad dropped to his knees, he shouted, "Run!" As I ran inside, I saw a wolf-like figure behind me. When I got inside, my mum picked me up and ran upstairs. We went to the bathroom and locked the door. We stayed there all night. In the morning, we called the police. The police set up a crime scene, but there was nothing left of my dad except blood and guts. That night, I couldn't sleep. The shadow of the werewolf was engraved into my mind. But as I grew up, I eventually forgot about the shadow. But that all changed. 1 month ago, I was sleeping in my brand new apartment until a scream woke me from my sleep. I got up and swiftly scampered to the window. The moment I saw it, I remembered it. It was a figure from the shadow. It was attacking my neighbor, Mrs. Plums. I would have shouted out something, but I was too scared to speak. So many questions going through my head. What should I do? Am I going mad? What if other people have died from this creature? But again, I was interrupted by a shotgun blast. One of the residents across the road was shooting the werewolf. I was relieved, until the wolf got up and killed the man with one slash of his claws. Then, in 3 big strides, the wolf limped over to the woman, grabbed her by the head, and ripped it off. When I was certain that the wolf had gone, I called the police and cried. I was sad that I couldn't do anything. I was too scared. After that night, I studied murders similar to my dad's and Mrs. Plum's. I found out that there were a total of 84 deaths dating from 1863 to 2013. I also found out that the deaths only happened to 3 families: the Woods, the Knowles, and the Hydes. Finally, I found out that all the victims died on their 39th birthday. My 39th birthday was 12 days away. 12 days later, and I've said my goodbyes and finished writing my book about my family's misfortune. I'm sitting in my apartment waiting for the wolf with my shotgun, which gives me the false sense of comfort and security. Then I hear big footsteps coming to my door. The werewolf bursts through the door. I point my shotgun at the wolf and say to myself, I'm ready.